All right. Are we recording? Sweet. Okay. Welcome. We are so excited to see faces and get some energy. Who was on the call for 30-day breakaway? If you weren't, it's okay. But I'm so pumped for this new program. Honestly, I was a little bit hesitant at first. Just how it would work with our current, how we've always done it. But I think that's what's really cool, is that it's different. So we'll talk more about that. Tonight we wanted to just first have, I was gonna just share just a little bit about just some momentum that I've been feeling in my business the last few weeks, and hopefully share a couple tips about
thank you.
that you can implement. And then I think we'll open it up to Q&A and kind of talk strategy for
Who are you talking to?
A lady. Go.
So I just wanted to share, for me, this last few weeks has been really awesome. And I wanted to share a few tips for things that I've been implementing. So first thing is I committed to my morning routine. And my husband did too, which was really cool. Oh, good call. Do I have a mute all button? Let me do this quickly. Okay, I think we're good. I decided to commit to 5 a.m. And it's, for me, what that did was it revitalized my commitment to doing the just little bits of things that would help my mindset for the rest of the day. We've heard it all. Like, we've heard the morning routine is magic, and I've been waking up fairly early, but my husband and I decided to commit to waking up at 5 a.m. We backtracked what we wanted to do from 5 to 7 when we woke up our kids and had the kid part of our morning with them. And so I started writing out my affirmations. I'd heard it from a coach who's been really successful during what some people call a slow time. And she was just talking about the importance of writing out affirmations and not just things like I am beautiful or, like simple things, but really identifying areas that you struggle with or that are maybe limiting beliefs, and then re-scripting it in your brain to train your brain to think otherwise. And so for me, there are areas of strain and friction in, like with my relationship with my son, just like some things I want to work on in my marriage and things I want to work on in my business, growing as a leader and those sort of things. And I can even share, there's some regarding my journey, like being consistent with nutrition. And for one of them, one of the things that kind of is tricky is I haven't been the most consistent with nutrition. So I've been writing out, sorry guys, my son is wanting to be fed right now. One of the things is I love fueling my body with healthy food that makes me feel lean, strong, and energetic. I make healthy choices with ease because I know that it will help me feel good. Simple, right? But it's so powerful, and there's so much science to back it up. And rather than go into the science, I'm just gonna endorse doing this. Writing down affirmations every day. And it's been such a benefit for me a few weeks ago that I had a light bulb moment that has really helped me in my business because of it. I realized those things are helping me. So I need to pay it forward and actually create accountability around doing those things in my challenge groups. And so I got so excited, and I made this habit tracker with 6 things that I wanted my challengers to be doing to change their lives because it was changing mine. It's affirmations, writing out 5 affirmations every day, tracking your food, doing your workout, and then engaging on at least 3 people's posts in our group, which helps create that accountability and community. Reading 10 minutes of PD, and we're doing like, it can be the, sorry guys, I think I'm gonna get him out. It's the Atomic Habits book has been our focus. So just picking a focus and unifying the group in your challenge group, and then drinking half your body weight in ounces of water. And simple things, but the takeaway here is leading first with your journey, finding out where you can step it up, and then translating those things into your challenge group and talking about them in your stories. Because if they're changing your life, you're going to come at your business with a new energy. And you guys, like, I'm getting chills right now, because what it did for my business was it allowed me to speak with no shame and totally invite out of a place of love and excitement for this stuff that is life-changing, because it was changing my life. And when we come at it from that place, there's so much, like, I was like a ball of just energy. I felt literally like I was gonna burst, because I was just so excited to start my mornings off, share that, and it translates, our energy translates. And so I started inviting more, and I got a lot of people who wanted to start the habits group with me. And it felt so exciting to have them all be in the same boat, and they're going through this together. We're in our second week right now of this 21-day thing. And so leading with your journey, then second, get excited about what you're offering to your challengers. Whatever that is. It doesn't have to look like mine. It can be just duplicating what you're doing in your own journey, but then expecting it of your challengers, because they're joining you because they want the results you want, or that you're getting. They want the happiness that you're exuding on your stories. They want that community that you're talking about. And so, like, when you communicate just your excitement from a genuine place, you invite from a genuine place, and you honestly get excited about what you're offering people because it's changing your life, it makes the business so much easier. So the other takeaway for me that has kind of been a tweak is actually inviting to coaching and talking more about it in my stories. Go figure. It's something that I know that I need to improve on, but actually talking about it more has helped me to open the door to conversations about it. And so I'm still working at it, obviously. Like, it's going to be an ever evolving thing of learning and growing and just doing an audit of what you're sharing. And so I want you to do a gut check of, have you been, some of you guys are totally new. Like, I know Sarah, it's her first call. Krista's fairly new. But have you been sharing about the coaching opportunity? And if you haven't, think about how it has blessed you to level up and actually share this with others. And just think about the excitement and accountability, whatever it is that's bringing you joy, and start sharing that in your stories. Hey, you want to share too? I know. So whatever that means for you, I challenge you guys, and I challenged my team too, to commit to invite 3 people a day, 5 days a week, and see what happens. And when we're actually looking and being more intentional about it, opportunities will come up. Then the last thing I want to share before Benson takes over is that this idea of energy and excitement, it translates. And you know, the idea that the universe has our back, allow that to be a thing and believe in it. Because when you generate the energy around, like, the excitement around what you're doing, people are going to come to you because of the energy. It's just going to attract people to you, as well as your efforts to actively invite people. And what I found from this last group is when I was sharing,
Turn the volume up on your phone.
I can't, sweetie. When I was sharing, people reached out and wanted to know what I was doing that I hadn't personally invited. And so it's amazing how that happens. It really does when you are on a mission to do the things as a coach. Yes. Right? When you do your best, that energy really does attract people to you. And I have like probably the best group going right now of people that I love. I absolutely love these people that I've met online. I have to go through. I don't know if I know any of these, maybe a couple of them in person, but it's because of just doing the things consistently as a coach, but then having this added level of energy and excitement. So just leaving that with you, challenge you to really think about what jazzes you, whatever it is. Make it a part of your next group and start talking about it. It can be coaching stuff, but it doesn't have to be. Like maybe you want to do some type of we'll talk about it with 30-day breakaway, some ideas. But in October, maybe there's something around like crock pots and you want to have that be part of your group because you love soups or, whatever it is. Let's maybe brainstorm some ideas as we talk about 30-day breakaway. But I hope those are a few takeaways that you can kind of evaluate and implement in your journey. So first, fall in love with your journey, share your excitement, create groups around what's blessing you, and invite 3 people a day to coaching. Sure. And with that, I will hand it over maybe to Madison.
This is talk.
Yes.
You have a child who is cooperating?
Well, I just shut the door. I came in my office and shut the door and said, good luck, Jake. So, but the bad thing about up here is my internet is so if I freeze, I apologize. But I look up to Becca so dang much. So backstory, she is in 2-star qual right now. Like she is fire. She is like doing all the things that she's supposed to be. She's doing her tracker. She's showing up in her nutrition and her workouts. More like, I just love watching her because it just like I said, her energy is so contagious and it helps me like level up and be like, I gotta keep up with Becca. Like we're doing this like all together. And so I love her so much, and we have babies like the same age, and so I just like, if she can do it, I can do it, and if she can do it and we can do it, all of you guys can do it. And so it's just so empowering to hear her talk and hear her, and just like, I don't know, I just have known Becca for a while now, and like we've been on this journey together, and so just watching her grow and watching her momentum just pick up is just amazing. I could just like go on and on about you, Becca. So I just love you so much. You're awesome. I also wanted to talk, as she talked about like doing an audit on yourself, an audit on your business. Of course, for all you guys that are new, like just keep it so simple. But you guys that have been here for a minute, I actually just sat down before this call and was kind of doing an audit on my business throughout the whole year, like what my Success Club numbers have been, what my invite numbers have been, and just kind of doing an audit on myself of like, okay, when was my most successful month? Like, what was I doing? How many invites was I doing? Like, what was my focus on social media, stuff like that. So maybe taking some time to do an audit, kind of look back. And then if you maybe kind of slacked in tracking area, start tracking. You guys, tracking, holy moly, I just have realized this whole year, just by tracking everything, not just like our workouts and our nutrition, but tracking how many invites we're doing, how many connects we're doing, and keeping that in like our mind is really important too, because then we can go back and look and say, okay, I didn't hit Success Club this month, or this month, like what were my numbers at? Where was my energy at? What PD was I reading? Like track everything. And then the last thought that I had, I'm sorry if I keep cutting out, but the last thought that I had as she was talking, I don't know how many of you are LDS or faith-based or whatever, but in conference a couple years back, I heard this quote, and it comes to my mind all the time, is never dismiss an encouraging thought. So if you have an encouraging thought, to share something on your stories, or to share something on your social media, or to send that invite to that person that might be a little bit scary to send it to, but just never dismiss an encouraging thought, and always pursue that encouraging thought and go after it, even if it's scary to share it, even if it's scary to invite. It's encouraging for a reason. It's on your heart and mind for a reason. So don't dismiss it. Okay, that's all I really had. What do you have, Debbie? Anything?
Okay, the car just passed, so it'll be quiet. I love all that. I second everything that these girls have said. And it's just incredible when you can link arms with people that are like-minded, and what you can do when you support each other, when you cheer each other on, when you look at them and say, if they did it, so can I. And getting in that mindset of not like, oh, she did it, I can't. No, you can. And I think something that I learned this week with PD is our brain likes to say, have you ever done this before? You walk up the stairs and there's dirty laundry on the stairs and you're like, I'll get it next time. And you walk right by it. Okay, maybe it's just me. But he said in the podcast, oh good, there was other people. He said in the podcast, he's like, if you have a thought, oh, I'm going to hit snooze again. Don't hit snooze. Get out of bed. If you have a thought, oh, I don't want to do the dishes, go do the dishes. Because what you're doing is you're reworking your brain to do things that you should be doing anyway, or things that are causing you friction, or things that are hard, or things that you don't want to do. And so then it becomes a habit and you're retraining your brain. It's like crazy, but I've been working on that lately too. And then the other thing is, you guys, and some of you might not want to hear this, but go all in on your journey. Like freak, like there's a time to give yourself grace. There's a time to like enjoy life. But if you have not gotten results for a while, I've done that too. I am guilty of that. I gained 15 pounds at my new job this last year, and I'm like, I'm sick of it. I'm going to go get freaking results. And if you haven't gotten results in a while, if you haven't posted a progress picture, you guys, what you have gotten results in some way on your journey. So go all in, like 21 days. If you can go longer, that's even better, but go all in. See what you can do. I promise you, if you keep that commitment to yourself, you will make it happen, and people are going to notice, and people are going to be watching, and it's not going to be that month, but it'll be the next month and the next month that those people come around and they're like, whoa, what is she doing? So I know Rebecca said that too, and Micah says it all the time. And I want to go back to Rebecca's thought about energy and how it's contagious. I found Micah on Facebook. She had posted a picture, I don't even know what it was, and she just looked happy. Debbie 3 years ago was not happy, and I wanted what she had. So I started following her. What is she doing? She's working out from home. What is she doing? You guys, like that literally is how easy and simple it is when you're posting every day, when you're in your stories, and it's just crazy. I feel like there's so much potential on our teams, and there's so much energy. Like we're at the brink, you guys, of like making huge momentum for our life and for our goals and our dreams. And it just is crazy. It's all within our reach, and you have everything within you right now. You just have to take action. So that's it.
I love it.
And walk.
Okay. Let's open it up to just a quick discussion, game plan, just looking ahead. So when we put the business CEO hat on and we think of this upcoming launch, right? Beachbody does launches about quarterly or so. Last one was MBF. We've all, I think most of us have done that. Love it. And there's so many programs that we can choose from. But we get the privilege as coaches to be the guinea pigs for the next things and to share about them. And the way the business works with Beachbody is they, for those of you who are newer, they launch an exclusive access to the newest launch program. And there's a window of time. For example, MBF launched in July. It won't release to the library till December. With this 80-day breakaway, it's releasing in October. Won't be released, well, for early access, won't get released to the library till April. So when you're talking to people, if they're already customers, then just keep in mind that they're going to have to get some sort of access, some sort of early access. And that is to help us with our businesses. It's to create exclusivity, urgency, excitement around what we're doing. It's like it's in the movie theater before it gets released on video. So think of it that way when you're talking to people. And, sometimes it's a hard thing for people to swallow. Like, why? I already have BOD. Why don't I get, early access? Just say join. Get the access, come do the group with me. And so we get to be on the forefront of these things. So a few tips on how to kind of leverage this. We get the free sample workout, and it's kind of like you get to be creative on how to use this. You can obviously talk to people. If you see people are into running, just say, hey, there's this new program I'm about to start, and be like the outsider with them. Like, that's the approach I've taken. Be the outsider, just say, hey, there's this program. I'm like, honestly, a little bit nervous to start it. So talk to people like, I'm a little nervous to start this. I'd love to get your feedback. Since you're a runner, you love to do it. Would you do this and give me your feedback if I gave you a free workout to try? You can say whatever you want. It incorporates cross training. I know cross training is huge. So however you want to leverage that, you could also make a post on your, a post about like, I'm really excited about this new running program. It's, whatever you want to say. I want to share it. Drop a heart if you want to try the sample workout. Just keep in mind those things don't always get traction, but that's another way you can share it. Make it your own. It's not something where you want to say like Beachbody. Just be like, I'm doing this running program, and invite people to join you. As a runner, I can wholeheartedly attest. I have run 4 marathons and several half marathons. I did not know a thing about nutrition. And if I would have had the pre and post workout drinks, I would have jumped on them. I was taking these like ooey gummies that are supposed to like give you energy, and I would carry them in my pocket as I ran, and they would get all slimy. And then you're supposed to chug this goo that tastes nasty. And I always waited for like a running pit stop so I could swig it down because it was gross. And then it would get all gross in my pants because like I would save some of it for later along my marathon. Anyways, that's all to say, like, just because people are runners or you come across people and like, don't count them out or think, oh, they have it all together. Like, this program is going to be incredible because it has the elements of cross training and fartleks and the interval training and stuff. So just know that this is for anyone. I guess that's what my point is. And I'm super excited in that respect to be able to like have it fit in and be able to like work upper body as well as running, because that's also something I missed. I didn't have performance line. I didn't have nutrition at all, didn't know how to eat. And I didn't know what to do at the gym when I was supposed to cross train. I just would like print out this marathon training sheet. It told me how many miles to go and says like do cross training on these days. And I'm like, what the heck? So we have awesome resources, and I don't know, that I guess as far as leveraging it, just excitement trumps anything. And learning more about it, go to the FAQs if you want to learn. Obviously, we just had the call with her, and just getting excited about it. Oh, the other thing, if you're in the middle of a program, just time it out so that you can be ready for day 1, October 5th, and start October 5th. The way they do it is from October 5th to the 18th is the exclusive coach window. So that is prime time to get people to join you, and they can only join with the coach account, because that's our time to trial it as coaches, to be able to have our own testimonials about it, and then get groups going and customers starting on October 19th. So that's an awesome time to build your team with people who want to work with you as a coach or for the discount. So that's an awesome exclusive window time. So make sure you jump on if you have your CEO hat on and you want to leverage this launch, there are going to be phases of the launch as it goes. And kind of like with MBF, people are doing round 2 and so forth. People join you like in your last week of MBF wanting to do the program. So it will continue to kind of unfold and launch throughout October and into November. But just know that we get to jump start things on October 5th. Get your pack or your early access there. I'm sure there's going to be an accessory bundle available at least, or you can bundle some product with it. But just plan on October 5th, whatever program you're on, plan to start October 5th for 30-day breakaway, and then you can be able to talk about it and all of that. I think those are a few things. The other thing, I guess, one more thought I had is that you can be creative about it in your groups. For me, I'm going to be starting a regular boot camp on October 5th because it's just going to be a 21-day group is how I'm going to talk about it. But I'm also going to get people starting on the running program with me, and they'll just be a part of that group if they want to jump on October 5th and start. If not, if they weave in throughout, like that's fine too. But I'm publicly promoting October 5th, and then I'll continue to invite to it behind the scenes and maybe do a wave of like a second wave halfway through the month, depending on my goals or, you know, where I'm at. But I'm just going to kind of incorporate it into my boot camp is my plan right now, and not only talk about just the running program, but definitely make it available. But also, you know, I've got other people who want to do other programs and have them all be in the same group, same energy, and go through it together. And then there's like 5Ks, turkey trot 5Ks that you can talk about, like getting prepared for. I do a turkey trot 5K every year, and the last few years, that's been the only day that I run in the year. So that's pretty cool that this kind of lines up. Like you could be talking about that. There's like Santa 5Ks, and I don't know with COVID what's going to happen with that, but people like diehard 5Kers that want the t-shirt, they will show up and run. And so why not prep for it and do this program? So anyway, just a few thoughts.
It's true. Another thing I wanted to tag on is as you're promoting this 30-day breakaway, it doesn't launch for anyone to buy until October 5th. So if you haven't hit your non-negotiable goals in September, my advice, don't talk about it yet because you can't sell a challenge pack for it right now. So I hope Madison and Rebecca agree, maybe not. So you can trickle in little things, but if you haven't hit your goals, talk about MBF, talk about other things. And if they're so, because you'll have the 1st of October to the 5th to like blast your people with it.
Yes, so much yes. So along those lines, sorry, it cut out for me. I don't know if you said this, but if you are still needing to hit Success Club, start a group on September 28th. That gives you a week and a half to be promoting to it. You can, like, I found so much power in a start date. I've got a couple messages already, people who want to join my October group, and I've publicly, for me, because I hit my goals early in September, I closed that group because I wanted people to go through it together and not have people join late and get behind. And so then I'm totally talking about my October group and that it's going to open next week. And I've had people interested. So like have that start date. Start talking about your September 28th group, whatever it is. Maybe you can call it whatever. And then when October 5th comes and you start 30-day breakaway, have a new wave of people join that same group. It doesn't have to always be a different group. Just keep one group, all the same energy, and then just make it, refresh it, however that works for you. Talk about it in a new way. And then you can invite new people come the launch of 30-day breakaway, but you need to hit your goals in September 1st. Yeah.
can I just ask how you guys are planning to do the running part as moms, like stay-at-home moms? Like I work out when my kids are here and my husband's not. So I guess I just gotta shift gears and like I mean, it's only 18 minutes, she said, right? Like, I don't know. It's just gonna be weird.
I think for me, what I'm gonna do is get up super early before my husband goes to work and do it. Or it's gonna have to be at night after he's home.
This is
I don't know.
I just ran with my kids today because I didn't have a babysitter. Yeah. So it was a little bit hard, like the relaxing your shoulders part. But I think because she like goes in and out like of like going at a slower pace and a faster pace, it made it not super difficult to run with kids if like that's a last resort.
It's an awesome question. I mean, I think we're all going to kind of have to figure that out, but it'll be an adventure. Sarah, did you have a question?
You guys are muted. Rebecca, you're muted too.
Am I now unmuted?
Oh,
Yep, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
yeah.
Okay, you guys keep talking about September goals. What are September goals? Like I thought once we became coaches, we would have access to any programs we want to, so we can go ahead and set up a group and say on this date, we're going to start this group.
You and I will chat.
Okay.
In the new coach form that I sent you, just
Okay.
kind of about September goals. But that's the first thing, is to kind of get your feet wet. Basically, the goals we're talking about is helping 3 people. That's Hitting Success Club.
Oh, like getting 3 people to join your group?
You in a group, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can chat more, but that's the basis. That's Hitting Success Club is kind of like that pillar. We want to at least be getting 3 people a month into our group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good question. And Chris,
Okay. Yeah, Carissa had one.
Okay, so mine is, well, first off, I took a step back and did some stuff with my mental health. So I haven't done anything coach-wise at all. So I haven't hit Success Club or anything like that. Will I be able to do the 30-day breakaway, or does that keep me out because I haven't hit any of my goals?
oh yeah, totally. We're just saying, as far as promoting it, we can't do anything, any of us, until it actually launches. October 5th is when we can sign people up. So we can't sign people up for 30-day breakaway right now in September. So with our September calendar, we want to help people this month before next month's stuff comes out, if that makes sense.
But yeah, even if you haven't hit Success Club, anybody can do that program. So yeah.
Good question. And I love that you're
Definitely.
taking care of your mental health. That's first and foremost.
For real. Amen.
Hey guys, we are less than a minute. Zoom likes to cut us off at 40 minutes. So let's continue the conversation in our coach threads, and whatever questions you have, we'll put them there. But thanks for your time. So good to see your guys' faces.
We'll do this again next month. See you guys then.
Thanks, ladies. Have a good night.
You too.